Hey guys, Hamsterwheel here with a new video, and today we're talking about Retribution Paladins in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. You see, not too long ago they got a buff in terms of their damage, and according to Blizzard they should be doing better in Ulduar. Whether that's actually the case, well, let's have a quick look at it right now. Now, as you can see on the screen, I've made an overview of all the bosses in Ulduar. You can see a column over here that is pre-buff, so basically the position that they were in compared to all the other DPS specs before the buff was implemented and post-buff. And well, you can already see a bunch of numbers and they're all green. So we're just going to go over real quick how they're doing per boss, and we're also going to have a quick look and see how they're doing overall. So if we go over to Ignis the Furnace Master, nothing has changed. They're still on number 18. Razor skill, they moved up 1 point. They went from 21 to 20. Assembly of Iron, they actually went up quite a bit with this new buff. They went from position number 20 to number 14, so that's a big jump. Kolagharn, they moved up 1 spot. Ariaya, they also got a pretty big bump, went from position 20 to number 16. And then Freya, we moved up 1 spot, and Thorum 3 spots. And look at that, Mimiron, they went from number 17 to breaking the top 10, which is actually pretty darn impressive considering this should only be a minor buff. But there you go, number 17 to number 9, that's pretty darn impressive. Then we have Hodir with 2 spots. Then we have General Vizax with 3 spots. Yogg-Saron, they stayed the same. And Algalon, they went up 1 position from number 15 to 14. Now, when it comes to the overall damage, that means all bosses combined, we also see a bit of a jump. So here we have Retribution Paladin. Before the buff was implemented, they were at spot number 19. And this is what it's like right now with the buff implemented. They are at position 17. So while they did have some pretty significant jumps in some boss fights like Mimiron, overall, it's just a minor buff, and they're not really, doing any crazy DPS. But it is a DPS buff that, at least for the Paladins, is more welcome. Now, I've already spoke my mind in regards to what I think about this buff, and I think that some classes are left out. But that's another story for a whole different video. Today, I just wanted to show you guys very quick and easily what the buff has meant for Retribution Paladin so far. So just to summarize, this buff really meant a lot for the Retribution Paladin in some fights where they moved up 6 to 8 positions, which is quite a significant jump. Most of the fights they went up maybe 1 or 2 positions, and some they stayed the same, so it's not a huge jump, and we see that in the overall damage. They went from position number 19 to number 17, so it's a bit of a jump, but as you can see, they're still way below average, below many other specs, so it's not like they're actually dominating or anything. But there you go, they're doing a little bit better, and like I said, I would like to see some other buffs if they're going to buff the rest of the classes like Arms Warriors, but we'll see what Blizzard will do in the future. For now, that is the effect of the buff for Retribution Paladins, and as always, I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm Hamsterwheel, and have a good one.